My name is Laura O'Brien, and today we'll be teaching you the test of substantial identity. In order to explain this test, I will first provide context as to the two distinct purposes of a trademark. Firstly, a trademark is used for consumers to differentiate amongst products. It assures the customer that the item with this mark is made by the same producer, enabling them to make informed judgments. Secondly, trademarks protect producers' investments and reputation. The law helps assure a producer that its company, and not an imitating competitor, will reap the financial rewards associated with their product. Section 120 of the Trademarks Act protects these rights of consumers and producers. A person infringes a registered trademark if the person uses as a trademark a sign that is substantially identical with or deceptively similar to the trademark registered. It is important to note that substantially identical and deceptively similar should be read separately and involve different comparisons to ascertain if a trademark has been infringed. Substantial identity carries a higher onus. The most important judgment for substantial identity comes from Shellco and Esso Oils. Although this case went to the High Court, the most relevant judgment is from Justice Windeyer in the Court of Appeal. This test simply involves a side-by-side comparison of the similarities and differences of the trademark infringement, then assessing whether these are essential components of a registered trademark, and finally, evaluating the total resemblance of similarity or dissimilarity that emerges from the comparison. I will first use Shellco as an example to aid my explanation. Esso Oils claim that Shellco infringed their trademark in two advertising films in regards to the adventures of an oil drop character. This involved a comparison between a static device and an animated figure which was constantly moving, changing expressions and attitudes. When the film was paused at certain moments, the image displayed in still form was considered by Justice Windeyer to be substantially identical. However, because these similar facial expressions were only for a fleeting moment, in the context of a whole film, this was not substantial identity. Coca-Cola and Orfec distributors applied Justice Windeyer's test used in Shellco. Coca-Cola's trademark is a contour drawing of the glass bottle which Coke is traditionally sold in. Orfec Distributors was a confectionery wholesaler that imported and distributed cola-flavoured confectionery. So in applying the test from Justice Windeyer, the two trademarks were compared side by side. These substantial differences were noticed by the judges. When the confectionery was laid flat out, it does not have the pronounced wasting effect. Secondly, the space on the label on the confectionery is of a different shape from that on the cola bottle. The only similarity was fluting, which is the set of grooves along the bottle. Evidently, these aren't essential to Coca-Cola's trademark. Thus, the judges concluded that a total impression of similarity does not emerge from a comparison of the two marks, and accordingly, the shape of the confectionery is not substantially identical with the contour bottle mark. It is important to note, however, that Orfec Distributors was found to have infringed Section 120 with reference to deceptive similarity. The main differences between the tests is that deceptive similarity carries a mental component based on a consumer's memory and recollection of the trademark. Therefore, it is a lot easier to prove as opposed to substantial identity, as the onus is not as high.